Hello Aries, welcome to mid-April. I hope you're doing really well. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would be interested in booking a reading, you can do so on the website Rubyreadstarot.com. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button also, it lets other people know that we are here. Okay, so 3 decks for you this week. The Rider, Waite, of course, the Psychic Tarot by Holland, and this one is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. So, we are approaching Mars entering Pisces. Now, this is a lot to do with humanitarianism. It's about turning the focus outside of ourselves, seeing what it is that we can do to help others, where it is that we can be present in society, and be one of those parts of society that is a bit of a focal point. On the 16th is the full moon in the sign of Libra, which I would say is a perfect day to just go out and have a date. Go and have a good time. Go out for a fancy dinner, bottle of something you like, and just let your hair down, right? Smack on the lipstick, put on your favourite party dress, and go and have a ball. On the 19th, the sun enters practical yet fun, pragmatic and luxury loving sign of Taurus. So as you can imagine, it's all about having a good time. It's about food, it's about drink, it's about laughter and having a good conversation. Don't take anything too seriously, but start making some future plans, Aries. It's time to charge forward. On the 29th, Mercury enters the sign of Gemini. Conversation gets really fun, flirty and flowy. Nothing is too serious. Gone with the wind is my analogy for this period of time. Mercury is home, and its other home in the sign of Gemini. And so just expect things to flow with ease and be fun and flirty and have a good time with it. We wind up the month on the 30th with a full moon solar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. And this is the time where you really get serious about those long-term plans. Slow and steady wins the race here. There's no need to rush. Take your time, but make sure that what you're doing is thorough. Make sure you are working with trustworthy energies, and make sure you yourself are hardworking. And be dependable. Perception. Aries, you've been seeing things in a certain way that perhaps need shifting. How are you looking at the world at the moment? If it's through a pessimistic eye, I think it's time to change that up. This is Taurus season that we're stepping into. So it's about just getting really grounded, right? Really grounded. It's the plans that you wanted to make. It's the things that you wanted to happen. You can now put into practical plan of getting them done. And also, Aries, it's a good time for you to consider what your blocks are in past. Sometimes the way we perceive things, if there is a tinge of doubt, fear or negativity, tend to act like a block to ourselves. And so you've got to be really a higher level of awareness when it comes to that kind of stuff. And kind of nip certain patterns and maybe see if they are repetitive patterns that you are doing to yourself. So thus perpetuating a certain vibration. I think, Aries, it's a really good idea to just be very honest about how you might hold yourself back. And how you might really want to take your time with some things because you're still a bit unsure about how they're going to map out. I think for the most part you are eager and ready to go. Completion, absolutely. But there's no block. You got to think about it this way, okay? It's just the way you're perceiving things. And the only block, or a period of feeling block, I feel like that's come to a completion now. Like, you're done with that now. And the cards keep wanting to jump out. So it's almost like you feel like you have no control. But I think what you're really gonna gain from mid-April is that the more time you spend in joy, finding joy in every situation, in every moment, in every circumstance, the more unblocked you'll get, and the more perception you'll more align with this perception of completion and how you've completed a certain phase of your life, and it's now time to move on with a different phase of life where you aligning with joy or being in the vibration of joy is going to actually make things I think make a lot more sense to you. At this point, Aries, it's a really good idea if you practice things that make you feel joyful. Because surely you're done with being, like, in that feeling of being blocked. Where it didn't matter what you did, you just couldn't get past, you know? Or everyone else then became the reason why you were blocked. Where it's like, it's not like that. It's honestly about your perception. It's how you are feeling about or identifying with the idea of being blocked. Does that mean that you get to stay where you're at? And if that's the case, then you're just being complacent. And I do feel like it's the end of that cycle, and you will actually be quite joyful of that. And I do think, Aries, that if that's not how you've been feeling, then maybe just aligning yourself with the persistency of being joyful is inevitably going to bring about things of fruition. Where you're at, where you want to go, what's been going on with you. The Psychic Tarot does not want to speak to you, Aries. What's going on? Okay, I'm going to do this. I don't normally do this in readings, but I'm going to split the deck into 3. Put that one down and then that one on top of that. And I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. Rejoice in celebration. I'm glad I did that. Awareness. And universe. Very nice. So, Aries, there is going to be every reason to celebrate because I think your awareness, bottom of the deck, triumph, your awareness has finally become on your side again. And so, things will very quickly begin to fall into line. 4 of Pentacles, again, this blocked energy. Wherever you are, holding on too tightly to the 3D, the status quo, the way things were, the way you expect them to be. It's about kind of allowing your intuition and your imagination to take over right now. And just trusting that it'll be okay, because everything else is kind of like indicating to the fact that you're kind of blocking yourself by remaining too fixed on what you're seeing in front of you, and how the 3D is completely irrelevant on all cases. So do yourself a favor, really expand your consciousness, your awareness. You know, it's about how you wish to dream, how brazen and how much audacity you have to actually align yourself with, like, hey, you know what? This is a dream of mine. I'm not going to take all of those, but I'm going to actually, why not? So that's the 9 of Cups. Put yourself at the center of it. That's the Ace of Pentacles, and that's the Wheel of Fortune. That is the 10 of Wands, and that is the Fool card. So you are very much aligned with this creation, this spark moment, this moment within time, which allows you to have a bit of a brand new beginning from something that's been quite burdensome. But I do think it's really noteworthy. Whatever this fortunate new beginning is, if you allow yourself to really put yourself at the center of it, and I mean that as in like self-care, 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 the universe kind of provides, God provides with this feeling of just lucky windfall, just a lucky, abundant windfall after a period of really having to like hold it down, you know? But it's taught you a lot about yourself. And if you're willing to really take the lessons from what you've learned about how when you feel good, the rest of the world shows you things are good. It's about that abundant, lucky feeling this month. Okay, Aries. I think that's all I have for you. Thank you for bearing with me while my energy was a little bit low today. I did want to make sure that these videos got out for you. Thank you so much for joining, Aries. Take care. Book a reading, Rubyreadstarot.com. Hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment. I love it when you do that. Bye.